afternoon all. I hope your vacation is spent with some positive and fruitful work and you all are relaxing. Okay, so with your request, with your positive attitude, I'm here with our continuation of lesson number 3, that is linear equation with two variables, and moving forward to the last method we are left, that is CRAMER'S rule. Okay, so here, what about the method? First, to learn the process and then we will see the example. The general form of linear equation with two variables. So first let's write the general form. Okay, so it says that a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. This is the general form of the linear equations, right? Where a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2 are the real numbers. You all are aware of it, and we have already done the method, that is elimination and substitution method, right? So now using this new method, we are going to learn it. Okay, that is called as CRAMER'S rule. Okay, it follows the actual formula, okay, that is followed with the high level concept. Okay, one of the concepts which you will be learning in your class 11th and 12th, that is metrics. Okay, we are not going to utilize that actual method. We are not going to utilize. We will use its application, and we will try to remember this as a formula in a shorter way. Okay, so if I follow the elimination process, okay, elimination process is nothing but like making the coefficient equal. Okay, and then also the formula could be derived. So look at it quickly. I'm just deriving the formula, which is not important for you for the exam purpose. Just for the knowledge. Okay, so that way, if I derive, like what will be done? If I multiply and say I want to get rid of this axis, or I want to get rid of the y coefficient or the y variable, then what will I do? If I have to multiply, I want to get rid of this y, then I'll multiply this equation by b2 and this equation by b1. Okay, you remember the process. Again, I'm saying that is not important for exam purpose. How to remember the formula in a shorter way that you try to understand, that is more important. So what do we do here? We multiply this equation and then do the subtraction. Okay, then we get one of the variables, that is x, then we get rid of y. So we get the value of x, and once we get rid of x, we can substitute the value and we get the value of y again. Okay, so if you see the a1, a2 and all with this such long method, you might get confused. Now, exactly how to remember the formula, that we will work. What is this CRAMER'S rule stated as the application of higher class level, that is matrices. So we will not discuss that part. Here we are going to remember how to utilize the formula. Okay, that is how to find out the values of x and y using the CRAMER'S rule. So how to remember this? Please look at it. What do you have to remember? In general, the coefficient of x is nothing but a, coefficient of y is nothing but b, the constant I remember it as c. Okay, so a, b, c. Please remember this. So it is like, this is the way of remembering, or easier way. So x, y, 1. Okay, and then you write this as b, c, a, b. You remember what did I do? Okay, it is like x, y, and 1, and then this way you will follow. Just remember the pattern. So b, c, a, b. Okay, I hope that is clear. So now, what is this? B for b1, b2, c for c1, c2, a for a1, a2, b for b1, b2. Okay, so you will write down the coefficient like this. Okay, once you write down the coefficient, what you have to do? You have to write this as a form. This is for your memory part. Okay, this is just to remember it in easier way. Okay, B, C, A, B. So whenever you compare it with the general form, instead of writing A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2, you write it down like this. Directly you will bring this form. Okay, B, C, A, and then again one more item. Then what are you going to do? You will do cross multiplication. Okay, so B1, C2, minus this cross multiplication, the product of this, whatever you get it from this cross multiplication. So that is B1 C2 minus B2 C1. B1 C2 minus B2 C1. Okay, then this would be equal to Y. Okay, now what is the product here? Let's do it. Please follow this. You always start from left hand side product minus right hand side product. So follow the arrow. So it is C1 A2 minus A1 C2, which is equal to 1 upon cross multiply again here. So A1 B2 minus B1 A2. I hope this is clear. How, what, why. Quickly, I'll just show you here. If I multiply this, say A1 B2 plus B1 B2 y, this is x, is equal to, I'll bring this on the other side, minus B2 C1. Here it is A2 B1 x plus B1 B2 y is equal to minus B1 C2. Okay, this is what we got it when we multiplied. Now see how I got this. Okay, so let's pay attention how I got it. So we do this way. So if I do subtraction, I'm sorry, it gets cancelled here. And what do I get here? See, look at it. A1 B2 x minus A2 B1 x. Okay, is equal to this. Okay, so please pay attention on this. So we get something like this here. So it is x times, I'll just take x common. I get this as A1 B2 minus A2 B1, okay, is equal to, here, look at this part. Okay, what do you give it? This is plus, so I'll bring it here first, B1 C2 minus D2 C1. Okay, and now what do I get this as? X is equal to B1 C2. Okay, look at this part. How do I get this? So this is x times something. So minus B2 C1 upon A1 B2 minus A2 B1. Did you get this? How we got this? Look at it, please. When I multiply, elimination method. Okay, there is actually, this is implication of higher level concept. So if I make you explain with the elimination method, we get the value of x as, okay, B1 C2 minus B2 C1 upon A1 B2 minus A2. So that's quite confusing to remembering, This is the method. Nobody is going to ask you the method. What is your focus? It is on the formula and how to remember the formula. So instead of doing this A1 B2 B2 C1, like more confusing, you have to just remember this arrangement. I hope this is clear. And you know that once we put the value of x in this, you get the value of y also here. So that's more confusing. So please don't get confused with this part. Okay, I'll just clear it up. Okay, I just showed you like how the formula has been derived. So you're going to remember this, and we are going to follow it here, and then we compare it with this constant part, and we get the value. Let's see how. Okay, so look at this. Now I told you that we are going to follow this way here. You're comparing with general form. So what are the values? Let's check it. But I'm not going to write A1, A2, B1, B2. I'll follow this. B, C, A, B. What is B, C, A, B? That is coefficient of y's, then coefficient constant, then coefficient of x, and then coefficient of y again. Okay. So I'll write down like this. B, C, A, B. Just for my memory, like just initially you need to write and then you understand how to do this. So this is 3. Oh, I'm sorry. This is minus 4, 2. Now, only thing you have to pay attention on the substitution part and be careful about the signs. Okay, simple concept is there, but substitution plays a very important role here. So minus 4 and 2. Then C. Could you remember C here? Could you recognize C here? Okay, be careful. Our general form is AX plus BY plus C is equal to 0. Whereas this is 20 is on the other side. So if I bring the 20 on this side, it has to be minus 20. This is the common mistake. Most of the children, they feel this method is very easy, but this is the common mistake happens. That is the value of C1. Because generally we write the equation like something 2x plus 3y is equal to 5. So that 5 has to be brought here. So that will give you the negative value of C1. So it is minus 20 minus 5. I hope I'm very clear with this. Then A1, A2, so 3 and 1, and then back again minus 4 and 2. Understood the arrangement? This is the way to write it down, quite simple. Yes, and now I hope you compare this. See how I wrote it, B, C, A, B. So B, C, A, B. I just wrote this, and now I have to substitute it. So what I'm going to do, cross multiplication and then subtraction with another multiplication. Similarly here and the same way here. So I hope the same would be followed here. So what did I write here? Up x upon. Pay attention. Here you can substitute actually also. So like minus 4 into minus 5 minus, okay, minus 20 into 2 is equal to y upon. I hope I could have this so that you understand better. Just one thing. So y upon we want here the cross multiplication here. Okay, so this is minus 20. I just write it away is equal to, so minus 20 into 1 minus 3 into minus 5. I'm using the bracket so you don't get confused with the signs. Okay, in the last year, 3 2s are minus 4 into 1. I hope this is quite clear, very simple to understand, right? We have already done with previous two methods. This is called CRAMER'S rule. Sometimes they do ask you that follow this method only to get the values of x and y. So you need to learn this method. So one of the option is this. So please remember. So now we simplify this further. So what do we get it? We get this as x upon. See, negative minus 4 into minus 5. Negative into negative. It becomes positive. So it gives you 20. And here 22s are 40 but negative. This negative sign again may give you a very positive number here. 22s are 40. Right? And then here is equal to y upon. It is minus 20. 3 5s are and 2 negative signs, it gives you plus 15. Isn't it? And then here with the constant, it is 1 upon 3 2s are 6 minus into minus plus 4. So what do we get this? Therefore, x upon 60 is equal to y upon minus 5 is equal to 1 upon 10. And now what we do? The comparison. So that is this number is compared with this and y is going to be also compared with this. So what do we get it? Okay, so therefore we get x upon 60 is equal to 1 upon 10 and y upon minus 5 is equal to 1 upon 10. And when you compare this, what do you get? So 60 is brought here, so x is equal to 60 upon 10. So what do we get? X is equal to 6 and y is equal to minus 5 upon 10. So you get this as y is equal to, okay, minus 5 upon 10 here. So what do you get this as? Minus 1 upon 2. So what are the values here? Yes. What do you get this as? 6 and minus 1 by 2 as the answer. I hope the method is clear to you. What you have to do is, let's revise it quickly. This is called as CRAMER'S law. Okay, this is called as CRAMER'S law or CRAMER'S rule. What we have to do, we have to work with the coefficient, totally different from first two. We don't have to deal with variables here. That's the very first point you have to remember. यहाँ पे कहीं पे भी आपने x और y नहीं देखा है, only for finding the values. In calculation, no variables will come into the picture. That is the first point you have to remember. And then what is the arrangement of coefficient? B, C, A, B. I hope this is clear in your mind. You can repeat it with me. It's B, C, A, B. Arrange them. Okay. Remember your C1, C2. If it is on the other side of equal to sign, you have to bring them here. Okay, if not return mentally how I took, the 20 will be negative, 5 will be negative. So you have to remember this. Otherwise, you make the habit that, okay, you write this in a general form, 3x minus 4y minus 20 is equal to 0. So make the habit that you write something equal to 0. Fine. That way you will remember it easily and no confusion for it. Okay. So we get this as x plus 2y minus 5 is equal to 0. So now you write the values, and as I told you before, b, c, a, b. Okay. So you get this as like this form, and then what you have to do, you have to do cross multiplication and with subtraction. So this is the arrangement. So x upon this, the cross multiplication product. This is the left hand side of product, subtracting from this right way. Similarly here and here. Okay, simplify it. When you simplify it, you get these values. Okay, and then compare it to each one with the constant form. So we get this x upon 60 is equal to 1 upon 10. Similarly, y upon minus 5, 1 upon 10. We cross multiply it and we get the value of this. I hope this is clear to all of you. Okay, since it is minus 20 plus 5, so it is negative 5. Okay, so minus 5 upon 10 will give you minus 1 by 2. Negative answer, not a positive answer. I hope I'm clear with it. And let's check one more example so that you understand it better. Already I prepared you the worksheet, so I'll forward the link in the this itself as well as in the WhatsApp group so that you can go through the notes and practice more questions on this. So the next question is 3x minus y minus 2 is equal to 0 and 2x minus y, plus y minus 8 is equal to 0. Okay, those are the questions, right? So what are we going to, how are we going to arrange it? B, C, A, B. Okay, so when I say B, C, A, B, so B, C, A, B. So we go with B1, B2. I take this as B1 and then B2. So minus 1 and 1. C1, C2. So minus 2, minus 8. A is 3 and 2. Again with B, so minus 1 and 1. Okay, and now let's do this. We'll do cross multiplication here. Then this one. So we write this as x upon. Now cross multiplication. So minus 1, minus 8, minus. I hope you understand this pattern. The pattern is very important. If you understand how to write it, then this is one of the many children, they feel that this is the easiest method. They try to use it maximum when it comes. Just last time हमने देखा था, equation with a, b and p q's, like something with ax plus by. So even they try such equations with this. So it's up to you. What do you feel easier, you can do it. When you have to select the formula, the method of solving. So you can go with anyway, either elimination or substitution or this CRAMER'S. It's up to you, surely. Okay, so let's continue. So then pattern again, I hope you are following it. So it is minus 2 into 2. Then right hand side 3 into minus 8 is equal to 1 upon, same with here, 3 into 1 minus 1 into 2. So when I follow this, I get this as x upon, what do you get? Product 8 minus minus plus, okay, it is equal to y upon minus 4 plus 24, isn't it? Now negative, negative, positive is equal to 1 upon 3 plus 2, isn't it? So what do we get this as? It is 8 plus 2, 10, y upon 20, 1 upon 5. So now when we compare it, we get this as x upon 10 is equal to 1 upon 5 and y upon 20 is equal to 1 upon 5. I hope this is clear to all of you. Yes, and therefore we get this as x is equal to 10 upon 5 and y is equal to 20 upon 5, which we get this as x as 2 and y as 4. So I hope the method is clear to all of you. Yes, I'm saying the pattern is important. You need to remember the pattern. Okay. Now general question was, so I hope this method is clear to you. Then there were some students who asked me the doubt like which method should we select. Okay. So just for your knowledge, I'm not saying it is compulsory to go this way, but it is just my suggestion to follow it. Suppose the question is given, I'm just taking the example. Suppose these numbers are given in a very simple form here. Like you are given with this question and you have to choose the method. The question is nothing but 3x minus y is equal to 2 and 2x plus y is equal to 8. Okay, this is the question given. Okay, and I have to select the method here. So you can see that already the y's with negative and positive signs same. So here elimination is also very quick. Just do add the equation, you get the value of x. Okay. Okay. If you go with substitution, then also that is very easy. That if I substitute in this case, 3x minus 2 is equal to 1. If I substitute here, I quickly get the value here. So when you are given with, some coefficients are given. Okay, like kind of, I hope this is clear with it. Okay, notes are already ready with you, so I'll send you as soon as I finish with the lesson. And just few things I wanted to clear it up before we end up the session and revise the concept. Children, I'm forwarding the notes in this videos also. Okay, so you could see the notes part, the PDF format is shared here also. You can see the previous lesson. I've already connected with them. So if you have any of the friends which do not belong to a classroom and they want the help, you can forward it to them also. Okay, just ask them to subscribe this so that they get the hint as and when I take the lesson, they get the idea about it. And if you have also really liked the lesson, then you can try to subscribe it, right? It won't bother you much. So quickly, how to take this. So we are finished with all different methods of solving it, what I was discussing with you, like something like, say, this kind of, say 4x, something like this. Okay, I don't know whether like with the proper values or not. Like you're giving with this equation. I would suggest that you go either with this CRAMER'S rule or with elimination. So here you can use both the method elimination and CRAMER'S. Okay, either this method or your first method, elimination method, which we frequently follow. Why? Because here if you go for substitution, it will come into for the fractions and you might get confused. So in this type of question, you avoid substitution method. Substitution method is easy when you are given with some variable with coefficient 1. Okay, whenever at least any one equation also having coefficient of a variable as 1, either of x or y, then you take quickly as substitution and you can go ahead with it. Okay, otherwise in this kind of questions, prefer to go with elimination method or with CRAMER'S rule. Then I taught you, you remember something like this, 49x plus 51y, something with the 498 and 51x plus 49y, 502. Now for this, none of the method. You remember what kind of method you're going to use it here? Did you understand this question? It was like, you can see the variables, coefficients are exchanged here, isn't it? 49 and 51. Example, x and then it takes reverse. So in this, you will not follow any of the method. What are we going to do? First, add both the sum about the equation, get some equation, reduce it, take again the same equation, subtraction, reduce it, and then use elimination method to do it. So please don't forget this. Don't forget it at all, and don't go with such method because most of the children, they tried this with the CRAMER'S rule and big multiplication, and they confuse it and they end up with this chaos and mistakes. If you're very confident with your multiplication part, no way like you go wrong. So you select any of the method, no issues. That's not the point. So now here we end up this session. I hope you don't have any doubts. Okay, you have understood the concept well. If you have any doubts, please you can put forward or put it in the group. Attendance, I'm just putting it here so that you can fill up, because many of the students, you said that you have attended the session, but I couldn't see that attendance part. And if you are repeating it, please you mention it again that okay, I repeated it, and with your attendance, please. Okay, any doubts, you can put it here, and if you are there in the group, then no issues, you can contact me in the group itself. Okay, thank you children, thank you for watching.